it's unfortunate. I've been saying for years now, trying to point out to the people of Antigua and Barbuda that senior members of the UPP, they continue to fabricate lies about people. Now, let us examine this claim about $6 million. Even Harold Lovell, I heard repeating that stupid claim. So here, Harold Lovell and even
talk about 20
and Fled
million euro, 4 million
and
euro.
others.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, that's true too. Now, they claim that Anthony Smith came to them and told them that me, Gaston Brown, offered him $6 million to join the Labour Party, but he refused. Now, what's the probability? First of all, it's not true. And this is not no monetary transaction. This is a situation in which a man tried to get out of this toxic environment within UPP and to go to greener pastures. That's exactly what happened. But let's examine how ludicrous this claim is. First of all, if a man had decided that he can do such a deal, even if it's let's say, 50,000 or 20,000 he was going to get, and he would have already made the decision, because clearly he had already made the decision, he doesn't want them to know. Why would he go and tell them, knowing that he's made the decision to leave the party? Why would he go and tell me getting money? Now, let us look at the amount now. You tell me, first of all, where am I getting $6 million from? I'm not a poor man, but where am I getting $6 million from? And let me ask you a question here. If I have $6 million to spend, by the way, in the Labour Party, you didn't spend $6 million in the last elections. The UPP did not spend $6 million in the entire elections. And I guarantee you that anyone who can spend as much as $6 million in their constituency will win. In fact, Asset Michael, as an independent candidate, proved that. And I'm not saying he bribed anybody, but the monies that he took out of Caribbean Union Bank,
that he cost for.
He spent over $2 million US. He spent $6 million in his constituency, and he got one of the largest percentage of support. In fact, I'm the only person who got more support than Asset Michael in the last general elections, percentage-wise. So the point I'm making here, any candidate who has $6 million to spend in an election, in any constituency, will win. Now, if that is the case, I can tell you that we got Don Anderson to poll in All Saints West as well as Peter Wickham, and the Labour Party is definitely competitive. So if we had $6 million, it would have made more sense to give whichever candidate emerge the $6 million.
And make him beat Smith.
I mean, like beat Smith. So it is so outrageous. Now, let us look at it now. You take $10,000 into a bank in this country.
To any
Anything
country.
over 10,000.
To any country.
You have to fill out all kind of forms, disclosure form, or try and get out more than $10,000 in cash from any bank in Antigua. I mean, how? By the way, I have no bank account outside of Antigua, none, zero. So, and it's me they say pay the money. So let's establish one, I have no bank accounts outside of Antigua and Barbuda. In fact, the only account I had some time ago was a student account at Midland Bank in the United Kingdom. I had two, and it was a building society account, and eventually closed them. In fact, I'm not even sure I did the check that they sent. I had probably like £900, something like that, from donkeys here since I was a student. Anyway, so which bank in this country that I could have taken $6 million and take it out in cash? Because a transaction like that, you don't want a paper trail. Is that a reasonable assumption?
Yes, it is, but in addition to, okay, but go ahead, there are compliance departments within every financial institution, there are processes and procedures.
So, in order to make it a hidden transaction, you'd have had to literally take out the money in cash. You work in a bank, you know any bank holding $6 million at any given point?
No, but in any event, you would not be able to get $6 million.
You won't be able to get it out, that's a fact. But I'm just telling you how ludicrous the claim is. What they should have done, when you're a liar and you don't even know if a lie.
But they don't know how it works.
And they know how it works, exactly. So maybe if they had said 600,000, for example, that would be a little more palatable. Even though that would be a challenge again to take out 600,000.
But what is he going to do with it? Keep it home? Because embedded in the software is technology to determine frequent transactions over $10,000. It's not man looking for it in
And
the
suspicious transactions.
So you generate a suspicious transaction report based upon non-compliance in terms of over $10,000. You're gonna have red flag. If it's gonna go $9,000 for 3 deposits or frequent deposits, don't care how you do it. It's going to the system.
First of all, if you ordinarily, you may be taking out $5,000 a month out of your account, and then all of a sudden
you bump it up.
You're taking out a few 100,000, or you're taking out a few million. I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to travel abroad, maybe in a different country, and they lock down their card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
guess who have that problem all the time? And I have to tell you, it's not a problem. You have to touch base with your bank.
Exactly.